Tale of Two Cities. Baldur's Gate began as a harbor, a town where traders would meet with the ghosts of the lighters, folks along the sword coasts who used light to lure the fog-bound ships to the shores. When those ships ran aground, those ghost lighters would scavenge the wrecks in the halls and the plunder of goods in Baldur's Gate. Nestled on the northern shore, bend of the river of the Corner River, selling their booty for many years since to come. As Baldur's Gate has grown into a rather walled city. Today, its foggy streets run red with blood, unfortunates who fall prey to evil opportunists. Many who has count themselves as nobles, traders, pirates, assassins. An army of mercenary soldiers called the Flaming Fists keep an order of the city. These soldiers answer to the Grand Duke Aldegard Ravengard. As the members of the Flaming Fists don't care about justice, they crave power, coin, nothing else. But despite the Fists' reputation for cruelty, and the Grand Duke's widely regarded as an honorable and reasonable man. As the city of Elturel, the capital of Elturgard, is located much further along the river, where Baldur's Gate has well earned the reputation of being the nest of vipers. Is Elturel seen as a beacon of faith, order, and high culture, and those two cities have endured long and bitter rivalries. And the regional originated from Baldur's Gate began stealing cargo and coin in ships heading to Elturel, shifting the city's sea trade. Although the conflicts between Baldur's Gate and Elturel have always fallen short, an open warfare of relations between the cities have been tense for a long time. Too long, some would say. A month ago, Grand Duke of Ravengard left Baldur's Gate, accompanied of the Flaming Fist soldiers, on a diplomatic mission of Elturel, accepting a formal invitation from Elturel, a high overseer of Thieves Krieg. Ravengard did not go eagerly, however. It took many months of persuasion by his fellow duke. The other three members of Baldur's Gate, his ruling a council of four, convinced him to accept Elturel's invitation, convincing having gathered petitions from nobility as well as leaders in common ravelings. Not long ago, after Ravengard's arrival of Elturel, the city was somehow dragged into the Nine Hells, wiped off the map. Given a distance between the two cities, it's no surprise that the residents of Baldur's Gate didn't hear about Elturel's fate until the refugees from Elturgard started arriving in droves. Rumors concerned of Elturel's disappearance spread like wildfire, as stroking fears of Baldur's Gate might be next. At the same time, panic swept over through the ranks of the Flaming Fists, which suddenly found itself without a strong leader. The Grand Duke's absence, the government of Baldur's Gate continued to function under the three remaining dukes. As Bellany Steinmain, as we have Dilian Portier, and Tharumir Vamper. As Duke Porty has gone as far as to recall his niece, Aria Porter, from her post of commander of the Flaming Fists of the Fort Baldurian in Chort, hoping that she would arrive, keeping the Flaming Fists in check. However, it's taken time for her ship to arrive. Meanwhile, the refugees of Elturgard continue to arrive with dire claims that they have nothing to go to. Nothing remains of Elturel except a crater in the ground. Among those fleeing Elturgard are several Hellriders, paladins, who've sworn an oath to defend Elturel Those warriors escaped the city's fate only because they weren't in Elturel when it fell. The Flaming Fist has taken to arresting them on sight. At least they try to stir up trouble in Baldur's Gate, as the Hell Riders are not going quietly, however, leading into violence and bloodshed, it seems. Without Alton Ravenguard staying their hand, the Flaming Fist captains brutally exercising their authority under the veneer of the maintaining the order. They have closed out the Odor's gates of Baldur's Gate, safe from refugees and the threat, effectively trapping the Baldarians behind their own walls. With the Flaming Fist distracted by the refugees, the crisis, the city's folks are being hunted, murdered in the streets by cultists of the Dead Three, the evil gods, Bane, Ball, and Mirkil. Without the Flaming Fists curtail them, these cultists have grown bold and now even freely walking among the city of their activities, financing and supporting their secrets. But an unknown individual in the shadows, among the refugees in Baldur's Gate, has gone none other than, it seems fit, Thieves Creed, the architecture of potentially Elturel's doom. As it seems fit, Thieves Creed is now finding himself a home in Baldur's Gate himself, as many wish to find this individual and bring justice to this individual, as they believe he had the doing that has conspired against Elturel's downfall. As there are rumors of even Tiamat residing within these gossips and whispers, unknown to why, but the story will unfold its way there eventually.
I recognize that symbol.
Oh, so pretty.
What was the architect guy's name? Thieves Creed?
Thieves Creed. Yep, I'll get your name here.
And I apologize. While you were saying all that, you mentioned that the Flaming Fists, they're less and less within the city now, right?
Yeah,
or are they completely
they're
driven out?
spread very thin, but they are kind of the authority of Baldur's Gate. They are the guards. They're thugs. They don't have a leadership, so they don't follow any rules. They don't give a shit. As they will take briberies if need be, or beat the shit out of you and take what they want. As now they're almost like kind of thugs, if anything, but they do have power because no one's stopping them. But in a way, because they are guards. There are some Baldarian guards of the Flaming Fist that still value what they signed up for, but there are some that see fit that they can take advantage of people, especially the people who are not from Baldur's Gate. Alright. As for those that arrive towards the Basilisk Gate, welcome to Baldur's Gate. A variant nest rats of vipers clinging to the rocky slopes, overlooking the Kohard River. From their high perches in the upper city, local nobles known as patriots gaze down with a veil of contempt upon common rabblings and grimy lower cities, which hug in the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood and crime, an opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are damned to this place, like flies to carcasses. Following the river farther east would eventually lead you to Elturel, a capital of the Holy Land of Elturgard, or at least that was the case a few days ago. The blood of the refugees of Elturel has gone worse since the news have arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has claimed Elturel. The patriarchies pay the mercenary army called the Flaming Fist to protect their interests in Baldur's Gate, by extension of the city itself. The Flaming Fists have gained even more power since the charismatic leader of Ravengard is missing. They claimed the title of Grand Duke a few years ago. Apparently, Ravengard is missing. In his absence, the Flaming Fist has sealed a city's gates and staunched the flow of refugees. No one is allowed in or out. As all was brought to your attention shortly after you were drafted by the Flaming Fist to help defend the city. Your orders are to speak to the Captain Zorge at the Basilisk Gate, which pierces the city's eastern walls. It takes up the name of various statues. The rest of the niches and perches atop the battlements are unseen beyond the sealed Basilisk Gates. The dirt roads stretch throughout the outer city. The slums of the bridge known as the Wyvern's Crossing. Then the distant realms beyond. Dozens of Flaming Fist soldiers are trying to control an angry mob of commoners eagerly to leave the city, armed with only a vague description. As Captain Sarge, a tall man with black hair, a leather eye patch, as it takes you a while to find him. A fight breaks out between soldiers and commoners, and you finally spot the one-eyed captain as he's wading through the fray and beginning to throw punches as just another day in the City of Blood. As I will bring you to a map. Well, only one individual to a map. As I'll put the rest of you guys somewhere on the other side of the map, just so you can be on the map. You're currently not at the gates.
Kira's character suddenly feels 5 sets of eyes watching him.
As you hear Captain Zorge himself, as he begins to look at a bunch of people who have signed a contract to be hired by the Flaming Fist to potentially help upon these investigations. As you see many of the guards coming around here, and many people joining the ranks as well. The refugees crisis, says Captain Zorge. As Stroke fears in the Baldur's Gate might suffer the same fate of Elturel, of which nothing remains but a hole in the ground. Apparently, our Grand Duke, Alter Ravengard, was visiting Elturel on a diplomatic mission when the city was destroyed. Coincidence? I think not. The Knights of Elturgard call themselves Hell Riders. A few of them escaped the destruction. We think we're somehow to blame for Elturel's downfall. What a bunch of self-righteousness of rabble-rousers, I say. We're arresting them on sight, but left us short-handed to deal with another problem. For that, I'll need your help, Rankings. As he looks towards you, upon the Rankings, Elliot, and many others that join to help upon this to get paid in sum of fee.
Was the captain addressing us?
No, he's directly Elliot. You're not here. You said you weren't here. I thought you were in town.
Yeah, he just put us on the map to like watch.
No, you're just in the outskirts. You're inside the city. No, he's talking to Elliot and a couple of NPCs.
Okay.
As he looks towards you, Baldur's Gate has been long plagued by the followers of the Dead Three, gods of Bane, Baal, and Mikhail. I thought we had wiped them out, but apparently not. These purveyors of fear and death are taking advantage of our current crisis, committing murder sprees throughout the city. As my important deputies in this matter, you'll have the license to kill these wretches on sight, find their lair, and wipe them out. Eliminate anyone who gets in your way, and don't worry about collateral damage. If you do what I say, I'll see that you receive 200 gold pieces additional in my gratitude, which is worthy considerably more. A few blocks from Basilisk Gate is a tavern called Elfsong Tavern. A spy named Terina hangs around there. She's been gathering rumors of the guild. She owes me a favor, so tell her you work for me, and ask her what she knows about the Dead Three. And for the love of Baldarian, be nice. Darina is a dangerous friend. As he begins, move out now! As they begin to march out, as you are offered a job, as if you complete it, you get 200 gold pieces. And if you don't, they'll hunt you down and find you. As you're covered in rain, mud, you see people bleeding on the ground from being beaten to death almost from these guards. As the gates open for the select very few that got this opportunity to work under the captain himself and his Flaming Fist. You're not considered a Flaming Fist soldier, but you're under contract now. You're forced to do it for some money. What would you, as Elliot, describe your character for me and what he looks like? What is his reaction upon this conspiring out of nowhere, and the fact of the matter that, hey, I get to get paid 200 gold pieces to find where the Dead 3's hideout is? Easy peasy, right? I don't have to get my hands dirty.
Yeah, sure. When you see Elliot, he is more along the lines of has rugged clothing. He doesn't have anything on him other than just the simple items of an herbalist. He does have a certain focus, but it's just hiding in his bag right now. But he only carries like a simple dagger, covering his robes. He does have it seems like he picked up like a bloodied scaled mail and like a crossbow that's on his king. You know for a fact he hasn't worn it right. Like some of the latches are off and everything's like out of purpose. It seems like he was just scavenging for his life. A bunch of bruises on his scene. You can see a scar in his right eye, as well as a huge scar in his like neck, indicating that he was like sliced. But they're all healed up for now. But he right now is just scared shitless. He sees that people were beaten up near to death and everything, and yeah, he's out of his mind about hopefully not being hunted down. Yeah, I think
You see
he'd
the gates
come
open
up
and waiting for you to get in. As you can see, Zaj is currently fucking yelling at people, "Go, go, go!" As it's almost like a military kind of vibe. As the gates are not going to stay open for long, as many of the refugees are trying to get in.
Yeah, I think like hearing that and like immediately just hearing run, it just starts booking it in.
As the gates,
Okay, just fine.
The gates close and seal behind you.
Okay, I just need to find whatever. Oh my god, I didn't even hear what they said.
Alright. Everybody else that isn't Elliot, roll a D100. The lowest one will meet up with Elliot at a certain location. As we'll introduce everybody one by one.
Oh shit, I rolled a 6.
Alright, so Ace would be up the plate. So Ace, there's a lot of crazy places here to be establishments. What kind of establishment would you be at currently in the city? You can detail out me. There's a lot of crazy places here. A lot. As in, I can show the map. There is a lot of locations. Enjoy.
Oh, I get to just pick one.
Yay,
Yes, in
and
the
we're
lower
at
city area, not in the upper
The
city.
lower city area.
we're at the Basilisk, right?
Yes, he just got out of the Basilisk Gate. You're supposed to go to the Elf Song Tavern, but this is a great opportunity of getting to know everybody else, what they like to do, maybe where they work currently, or even what they're doing on their off time. Maybe they're, maybe they don't have a job. I don't know.
None of these places sound particularly seedy, which is a problem.
Just tell me what you're
Actually-
looking for, and I can help you out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the places are a tavern, there's a coffee shop, there's a place that sells potions, there's an inn, there's a place that is literally like basically the news center. There's like people like writing news, like extra kind of thing. There is even a place for mail service as well, or to get you out of the city for an extra fee.
I think it might be the potion area for me, because
I know, but I
as
want
an
him.
herbalist,
I want him to follow you. you bump into each other. So I'm asking Ace.
Okay.
I think Ace would definitely either be at a tavern or at the mail place
Okay,
negotiating how
we'll
to get
do.
out of the city.
You want to? So we're going to Eastway Expeditions. Then that's the place where you could get yourself out of the city for a fee. Because there is another place that is more of like mail service kind of thing. But yeah. All right.
Sounds good.
The location. Jeez, I have so many maps here. I made too many. Here we go. So you begin to walk across a few locations as you travel in. You eventually come across the Baldur's Mouth, Baldur's Mouth, as you see this kind of nestled location, a heaping side near the border of the lower upper city. As Baldur's Mouth is an operation of the modest brick walls, a warehouse converted into a bustling printing press, as they're constantly, releasing papers out, scraps, looking for people to get some stories, as they're willing to pay them. As you can see, a couple fees for an eyewitness testimony on crimes, 10 gold pieces for the reward, to even a proof of occultist activity for 75 gold pieces, 150 gold pieces, and much more. As you can see, this kind of viewing, it literally is what it is, you know? As you begin to pass that place a little bit further on, you begin to see another location, an inn of some sort. As you can see, quite a nice, quaint place called the Blade and Stars. As you can see, it has a kind of tucked back in the back street corners of the lower city, as the Blade and Stars well kept, cozy inn, soft beds, strong drinks, and known for a legendary enchanted sign of a shield. So it glows brightly, as you can see a painted silver saber next towards it. As you can see, tiny motes of stars glittering inside the building. So eventually, you begin to make your way, after a good 30 minutes of getting lost around here, you eventually see the Eastway Expeditions. As you can see, it's a great place to come for those that are looking for potentially a map maker, a place to get some stuff for traveling. As you can see, they offer kind of a two-story front, jam-packed with a tanner, a map maker. The shop smells faintly of old leather and old canvas, as well as you can see they do have opportunities to get you where you need to go. So eventually you kind of wander and bump into somebody, as Ace, you feel someone bump into you from the backside. As this place is busy, there's constantly elbow smashing or potentially people in your way constantly, as this rather individual bumps into you as you're just looking at the prices currently at the services that the expedition offers.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Please, just don't hit me, please. I've already been through that enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Sorry.
Turning around to address you with a kind of with a roll of his eyes, you would just see a devastatingly handsome man, kind of perfectly tan skin, sleek kind of black hair that falls just over his forehead, dressed in just like probably the nicest outfit you've probably ever seen. He's kind of wearing a black like overcoat with a red dress shirt underneath it, and kind of gilded epaulettes, perfectly tailored, just a jawline that could probably cut glass, and these deep brown eyes. Currently, he just kind of turns and he says, "Do any of you know how to say anything other than sorry? I'm getting particularly tired of dealing with you low lives. If you don't mind.
He just like you hear him like hesitating in words. It's just like you know he was about to say sorry. After that, but he just stays quiet. It's just like I apologize. I'm just new to the area and just was hired to do something, and I honestly forgot. So I'm just second best option.
Oh, well. You're one of the new refugees, then? From Elturel?
Yes. Yeah.
Ace will kind of look you up and down, and doesn't do a very good job of hiding his. Actually, no, he does a good job, but he'll just kind of look you up and down and say, "I suppose they're letting more and more types of people in the city. That's wonderful." Yeah, I'm personally looking for my own way out of this shithole. But you said something about a job you got hired to do.
Yes, 200 gold pieces, and I have to find something. I honestly
Okay.
forgot.
Well, I'm sure you are just the best employee.
Well, I wasn't really given much of a choice, actually. It was that or just get killed on the spot. Yeah.
I would think you would remember then, but I suppose you must have a death wish.
Just, since all panic and everything and all the situations, it tends to have a lot on your mind.
Well, I can't relate, but what brought you to Eastway? You're just wandering around until you find someone to adopt you like a lost puppy?
I very, very accurate on that, but I'm just trying to get by. I just wanted to see if someone had an herbalist shop and maybe have some use there. I'm not much of a fighter, especially
Really?
if they just told us that. They just told me that I'm allowed to kill people under the what they call the fists of flaming. And
Flaming fists. Yeah, they're well, I'd hesitate to call them guards at this point, but yeah, they're formerly Duke Raven guards. Man, but now that he's all fallen into hell and all that, I imagine he's probably not around to command them, which is why they become a bunch of blathering fucking idiots.
I see. But sorry to take your time. You seem like you have yourself well adjusted, but I just have a job to do. And if not, I just have to survive.
You said something about getting to kill people, yeah? Free of consequence?
Yes, but they told me just to find something. I don't know. 3 knives, whatever. I can't remember.
Are you looking for cultists or something?
I think so. They told me that they were gonna pay me 200 gold pieces if I have any information on knowing where exactly they're at.
Sounds like some fun. Might be good to do something that doesn't make me want to leave the city already more than I already do. Well, if you... Well, no, you clearly need help. Was the, who sent you to do this?
I think it was a general major, or I don't know, but he was in Basilisk's gate. Opened the gate to some of us, and then everyone just started pouring in.
Hmm.
I think it was Fabius Krieg.
Right. Well, it might be a good opportunity to rise above the rest of the riffraff.
Captain.
Why don't I show you around and show you what the high life could be like in this city? Until I get out of it, that is.
Okay.
Great. Let me just finish this up and then I'll be on my way.
My name is Elliot.
I don't care.
Okay. I'm sorry.
And he'll just turn back to the discreet. I think he's probably looking for the discreet transport services.
He does offer it, as it's quite hefty as you look at the price.
Hmm. Hello.
75.
Elliot will have his head down, just looking, not making eye contact with anyone, just staring at his feet.
Yeah, we can get you to Chol for 75 gold pieces. Get the hell out of here, this fucking shithole. I want to love your feet, so I can see you go.
I'm sure. I'm a bit short. I had a bit of a fun night last night.
I see you're one of those lot. I suggest you mosey on down.
Oh, I'll get the money one way or another. Don't you worry.
I think I saw a little pompous little individual. Maybe you can stay from him. He was heading towards a coffee shop around here. It's called Joplin's. Might fancy yourself for some easy pocket money. I don't usually see the upper city dwellers coming down the lower city.
Well, I'm the higher city folk are a bit tedious to deal with. Anyway. Ace will kind of give him a little two-fingered salute, and kind of just grab Elliot around the shoulder, and just kind of pull him out of the expeditions. This job, you said is it 200 gold per person that does it, or just 200 gold total? Or
I think they just said they'd give us 200 gold pieces, so maybe just only just for the job.
Well, gold is gold either way. But we look around. I think I may know one or two people in the city that might be interested in such an endeavor.
Okay.
Ace will just kind of flash this predatory smile, and start heading off.
As you begin to travel, you begin to hear the whining crack as this happens maybe 20 minutes later. A whining crack of the street shriek. When you begin to step on it, you see the crack runs from block, tracing back towards a mansion in the distance. Gives you the heebie-jeebies as you see this place. As I played Baldur's Gate 3, this is the location where you find that devil guy.
What about a devil guy?
Wasn't
Did
it
you find
Raphael?
Baldur's-
Yeah, it's the same mansion.
Yeah, to get into like
Mhm.
where you did the
house,
go
yeah.
up top.
Yeah, as you
need to put the
begin
items.
to feel the creaking step as you touch. You can see almost like the house is slowly kind of moving, but not really.
I really feel like they should just tear that place down.
Did I just see it move?
Probably. I wouldn't pay too much attention to it, though. It hasn't eaten anyone, as far as I know.
Eaten?
What, you've never heard of people going missing? Disappearing in abandoned houses?
No, but I guess I just shouldn't go into abandoned houses anymore.
Well, as fun as it is, it doesn't always prove helpful. I don't know. Not entirely sure who lives there, though. Probably some... Oh, maybe heard a rumor about some.
Out of the
living
way! As you see a Patreon moving, one of them, as he's surrounded by 6 bodyguards, thugs, pushing people out of the street like they own the place.
I'd move if I were you, and
So you see one
I
person,
told us.
a young kid of 14, as he gets beaten down with a mace. Get the fuck out of the way!
Yes, get. Does he like try to panically get away?
Yeah, Ace will just kind of lean up against a wall and kind of just watch them go by.
As you can see them picking the kid, shaking him for every coin he has, and tossing him to the slumps. Thanks, kid. As they eventually vanish into the crowd.
Ace just spits in their direction.
This is horrible.
Is that not surprising?
No, but it's just a sight not wanting to see again.
Well, we're just two guys looking for a way out. I don't imagine that we'll make much of a difference ourselves, but I do like the sound of money. So I'm willing to help out the city
Alright.
if it fills my pocket.
So you begin to eventually travel as you eventually come across Juplin. Rather coffee shop, if anything. Even the nobles like it itself. As you can see people enjoying drinks as you eventually roll perception, you two. See if you can see this individual.
Perception. Not me having a +0 on perception.
I had to get some Diablo 2 music going on.
I'm more looking down at my feet, just making sure to stick beside Ace.
Ace, you do see this guy as you can detail your character, Mr. Man with the umbrella. So you're inside enjoying a drink as you can roleplay it as you see fit.
Yeah, so I guess like if you would see this gentleman, he is like 6'1", super like built, you know, you'd be like, holy cow, large for a size himbo. If anyone was in one of my Saturday games, he is basically like Alar in a sense. He would have brunette, curly-ish like hair, somewhat straight, but like at the tips it's like curling, fully like bearded, pastel colors for his like three-piece suit, like pastel pink dress pants, like pastel yellow overcoat, and like a different shade of pink vest with like a floral pattern. And you would see his parasol is abnormally large, like to a regular person, it would probably be like almost your size. But to him, it still looks very normal. And he'd probably be sitting at a table by himself, just like with one leg propped up and crossed, sipping a coffee, just smiling, enjoying like the scenery.
You to roll me a perception, actually, Bo, as let's see if you actually see the drip drab outside. You do notice the drab Elliot itself, not rather quaint, as you can see the two. You can see Elliot looking at all the food and drinks. As Ace, it's up to you as you see fit.
Uh, you'll see, Ace will, he'll kind of tilt his head a little bit and kind of squint, and he'll go, huh. Oh, fuck me. That isn't Bo. And he'll just walk up and he'll take one of his rings and just tap on the glass of the shop. Trying to get your attention.
Bo would kind of like hear it and seeing Elliot like already drab, he would look over, hearing the rapping on the window, seeing you, and then looking down at Elliot, and I think he would quickly get up and he would come to the entrance already, like already outside.
Oh, well, you got out here fast. Don't want to be seen talking with the, with him, do you?
Oh, well, you know that ain't true. He'll look kind of at Elliot. Is he still looking at his feet, or?
I think well, he didn't hear you or didn't see you at all. I think like the moment you guys have a conversation, he'll like put up his robe covering his horns, and then just not make eye contact.
He would tap your shoulder, kind of like hearing what Ace said and like looking at him after saying that, and then tapping your shoulder and kind of turning you around, and he would have like a smile on his face. Well, hello there. The name's Beauregard. I see you're here with my friend, and I thought just maybe you looked a little hungry. Would you like them? And he would extend kind of like whatever he was eating in there, probably some form of pastry, right? Something that definitely you can tell is a bit more money on a daily to get something like that.
I'm sorry. I can't accept. You got that. I didn't.
Nah, I understand. I can always give myself some more. I would love for you to take this.
Ace will kind of like put his hand on kind of reach up and put his hand on Bo's shoulder, and he'll look at Elliot and just go, I'd take it if I were you. I think, well, let's just say Bo gets enough to eat. I think he'll be fine if he sacrifices one of his many stops here.
Yeah, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. He always catches me snacking, or I always got room, as my mama would say, more than a kitten drinking milk from its mama. So please take it.
You could see his head, like hands shaking, like as if you were like. It felt like you. It feels like you're gonna try to like go for like the last second hit him, but he like grabs the bread slowly and then starts scarfing it down.
Bo would just like smile, and he would kind of like, you have your hood up, but like over top of the hood, he would tussle like your hair, and I think he would maybe feel like the horns a little bit, but like you would see his expression doesn't change. Like he's genuinely happy that you're eating it, and then he would stand back upright and kind of face Ace. So, what is bringing you and him around here now? You don't
I
usually
was.
take the company.
Yeah, he was looking around and he, let's just say I felt bad for him and decided that I should probably show him around. He said something about a job that sounded a little interesting, so I figured I might as well take him around, see if any of you might be interested. I know you don't exactly like all of the, well, let's just say corruption happening around the city. He was forcibly hired for a cultist hunt, I think.
You don't
Thought that might be
say.
something that sounded up your alley.
You'd see Bo like let out a very big sigh. I feel like it's just every day something in this city now. It's if it isn't one corrupted noble, feels like it's them flaming fists. So
It was
this
never particularly fantastic, but you know.
he'd look back down at Elliot. So this poor fella's gotten all roped in this nonsense now.
Something like that. Let's just say I'm trying to do him a solid and get him out of a sticky situation.
Hmm.
He'd almost certainly die if he went by himself.
Well, I mean, he does look skinnier than a washcloth, but I think he might be scrappy enough to hold his own. Besides that, though, I personally, with how the streets have been lately, don't feel very comfortable having you go on your own. So, if you don't mind, I'll accompany you.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself, Bo, but and Ace will kind of he'll kind of walk up to you and kind of like adjust your bow tie a little bit and then kind of pat you on the shoulder. But I appreciate you looking out for me.
Oh, he kind of like step back like a second and look down. Oh man, was it off tilted again?
Well, I just have to make sure that you're, looking pretty as you always do.
Ah, well, thank you. I always do appreciate it. You know how much it means to me to always look good and make all the Fontanelles proud.
I don't think you have to try too hard to do that, but keeping up appearances always helps. Of course, you're more than welcome to join us.
You'd see Bo just smile, and then he would kind of like freeze for a moment and look back in through the window and realize that he left his parasol there. Oh, gosh darn it! Hold on, I'll be right back. And he'll run in and he'll grab it, kind of like stumbling over like a chair a minute, like clumsy personality, but like the sweetest thing he tries to be.
Was he one of the people we were looking for?
Do you think I would talk to somebody who wasn't one of the people I was looking for?
Sorry.
Lighten up, kid.
Bo
Yeah, he's
stumble out.
He's one of the gooder ones.
As like Bo stumbles out, he would come over and kind of like put his hand on Ace's shoulder, just like a hearty, like thump. Ah,
Mhm.
I managed to snag a couple of these too before I ran out, kid. And he would pull out of his pocket a couple more of like the candies from there for Elliot.
You get some macaroons. Enjoy.
Yeah, perfect. That fits exactly.
Instead of good berry, it's good macaroons.
And you would see too, of course, they're color coordinated for Bo. They match his attire that you see him wearing. They would be yellow and pink macaroons. I wasn't sure if you'd like the filling so much, but not every day everyone gets to try these, huh? And he'd wink at you while just handing them over.
He'll hold out his hand and just like look. He doesn't want to make eye contact in the case that the people don't like doing that. Yeah. It is my first time eating these. Thank you. Sorry for being a burden.
Oh, no, don't be saying sorry at all.
Already told him that, but he's a bit of a slow learner.
Well, sometimes it just takes a little bit of the, what's it called? The gumption. And then it'll get you through and you'll start building that courage, I promise.
Yes, we'll teach him to hold that head up.
So you guys
Oh,
continue.
we're just kind of...
You guys
Yeah,
continue
twirling
onwards
his fingers
unto
all over.
unknown because the individual doesn't know where he needs to go. He's a little kind of startled and confused as it happened so fast that Elliot doesn't know the location at the moment. As you continue onwards, as Marvaros, we'll head to you. What are you doing currently? Are you at your bakery job currently, or are you doing something more delivery? You can detail it out as you see fit. You can pick a location if you want, or you could potentially have your own business somewhere in the lower city.
Quick side note: Mavros is not a baker. The picture was like he just likes bread, basically.
Oh, okay, my apologies.
He's a wood carver.
All right. Does he have a shop by chance, or
yes.
Or is he currently working, or is he on the off period right now?
Mavros would currently be working. He would be in the lower city, of course. Sort of near Heapside, somewhere like in the middle.
Okay. I think there is a wood carving place, but it's a little further away from the location. But either way, it doesn't really matter.
Actually, right here, if you see where my thing is.
Okay. So there's just like a place.
Yes, so he would be at his shop. Let me get my notes out real quick.
I will say
It's
that
called-
this will come in handy because wood carving is very handy for this place. We'll say that you're delivering maybe some wood, potentially building coffins, because there's a place called this as around the vicinity.
All right, that it would be sort of connected, yes, but he wouldn't be delivering coffins or anything like that. He would be delivering more like something to represent the person who died, sort of like spiritual in a way,
Sure.
maybe.
Yeah, you can roleplay as you see fit. As the rest of you begin to make your accord, you eventually come across this place around your travel as you see this funeral arrangement area. As you see this rather large individual, red, likely kind of exposed to himself, seeing fit, is he's likely shunned around these parts for being what he is, a tiefling, if anything, as he seems to be finishing up business as before he starts to leave. As you guys can roll a perception check. As Beauregard, obviously, it's hard not to see a tiefling, especially in the streets of Baldur's Gate. Those are usually shunned around these parts as a half-blood, an abomination. Especially what's going on around now these times about hell and devils and stuff like that. It's not a good sign to be a tiefling around these parts.
I apologize. It's like out in the open, right? You were saying he didn't have like a hood or anything.
Depends. I don't know. It's up to you,
Okay.
Mobros, how you want to vacate your character.
When they see this tiefling out, they would see that he is wearing a kind of coat over a thing of chainmail, being as it's dangerous for a tiefling, of course. He would be wearing chainmail, kind of some easy going armor. At his side or on his back, there's a sword, just in case he is in trouble. You'll see that he has a insignia on his cloak. It is a pair of ram horns with a feather, or like ram horns against a piece of wood. He has brown eyes, gold eyes, brown hair, ram horns, and basically he has a smile on his face. Really, it's a lot more happier than most. And so, yeah, he'll be walking off the steps, trying to make his way from the funeral home or the funeral arrangement area.
Ace will kind of look over at Bo and goes, he looks somewhat well prepared. Could always ask him if he wants to join us.
Would you say you know him?
No, but that's never stopped me before.
Bo is kind of like a little caught off guard.
And as Bo is stuttering, Ace just walks towards Avros.
Bo would just have his hand outstretched. And then he would look at Elliot. He does that sometimes.
You'd see him like walking beside him. He just like, as you're like stopping, he's continuing with A. He's just like, I'm sorry.
Ace will kind of walk up behind Mavros and kind of like grab him by the shoulder and just say, "Hey there, friend. Didn't mean to startle you."
Yes, it would be nice to have somebody, like, say hello at least before grabbing someone's shoulder. Don't know who anybody could be in this place. And he'll turn to face him. It's like, well, hello to you too then. Can I help you?
Apologies. I just noticed that whatever you were doing over here looked not particularly interesting, but you do look well equipped enough. Me and my friends back there, and he'll kind of like gesture back to Bo and Elliot.
Bo's like running up.
We got hired recently to do a job, and we're looking for teammates, I guess you could say. Would that be something of interest to you? I would think it would be, considering that. Well, never mind, but up to you, of course.
Bo would kind of like reach you both, and he would like kind of like grab Ace's shoulder. Sorry for my friend there. I didn't mean for him to startle you. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. And he'd just kind of be giving Ace like a look.
Oh, don't mind me. It's you generally have to be scary looking to startle someone, but my apologies nonetheless.
Yes, not as scary. He doesn't seem, but I'm sure grabbing a stranger's shoulder just comes off a bit surprising. So, again, apologies, my good sir. He extends his hand. What was your name?
Mavros will extend his hand, and you can see it's kind of older, not like too old, but it's within it like a older age, you know. He'll shake his hand and he'll give a nod. Name's Mavros Stonewall. You probably heard my name somewhere. I own the give me 2 seconds. I had this my notes. I own Horns and Timber. Somewhere around this area.
Alright, I think I heard Mom and Pa saying something about that one of these times, and nice to meet you. The name is Beauregard. Beauregard Thunderdrunk LaRue de Fontenelle de Bayou. I'm sure you may have heard of us as a newer family that made our way here.
Ace will just kind of look at Bo and go, "You don't have to introduce your family lineage to everyone we meet, Bo."
Well, it's only courteous, and you know this. I can't help myself. I was raised with manners.
I am implying that I wasn't. Just because I don't have 5 names to recite every time I give somebody a
Oh.
handshake doesn't mean that I'm...
Bo puts his hand over your mouth as you're talking. Sorry again about my friend. Go ahead and, what were you saying?
I was gonna ask you what type of job it is. If it's dirty work, that's not my thing. I left that a long ago, but whatever help you need, I can help you. Just as long as don't kill nobody.
Bo would kind of smile, realizing he doesn't know what's actually going on or what the mission is, per se. And then he would let go of Ace's mouth. I think this is actually where you can step in, Ace.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. No killing will be necessary, I don't think. Just, somebody at one of the noble houses here, I guess one of their kids or something. They'd lost something expensive and they're hiring people to try and get it back for them. I figured it might be another easy way to make some coin on the side. You know, pick up an odd job here or there. It should be rather simple.
Yeah, that's to help this kid here, too. And he'll point over at Elliot.
Yeah, he's getting blamed a bit unjustly, so figured it might be good to take the target off his back, as it were.
Well, if you need some fun at something, I'll be happy to help. And he'll turn to Elliot and hold out his hand.
Ace will kind of nudge Elliot.
You can see him more comfortable in that seeing another tiefling, but he is covering his horns. But from there and then, you see his like robes is just. It got me out of character. He shakes your hand, but all his tattered robes is just complete mud and like rain. It's my name's Elliot.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Elliot. You look like you need some new clothes. Maybe later, after the job, get you a new pair of robes, something like that.
Okay.
Out of context, for those that are playing tieflings, if you are spotted as a tiefling, you are going to be treated badly as one. Even for a person who owns a business here, it's a good chance that your place has been probably robbed or potentially kind of broken into, or even you're just not treated as an equal no matter what. Especially now what's going on right now, it's even harder down for people who are born of a lineage of a devil and a human, of course. So going forward throughout this campaign, there's going to be a lot of racism, sadly.
Put your hoods up.
We're not safe here.
That's alright, you're safe with Bo. He may
Am
look
I?
like a white scary man, but it's safe, I promise. He understands. he has
Mavros understands this. He understands the racism, but he doesn't really mind it, as he has business as long as he gets his business. So I guess it's set. I'll have to be back at the shop in a little bit. Have to see the wife and kids, make sure they're all right. But yeah, I'll join you.
Right. Celeste, where are you currently on this lower city map currently? What your character would do naturally, as I can help you along your travels, depending where they would be seen.
They should probably be either somewhere in back alleys helping those just that are trying to survive, or either in the Harborside Hospital
Okay.
helping those who are sick as well.
So eventually, you do see in a situation as Elliot and your comrades coming around Eastway, you eventually notice an incident happened. As you can see, the same incident you came across, the one younger, kind of young adult kind of get beat to death, but as you guys did nothing. As you do see coming across, there are people kind of bringing a stretcher as his face is kind of bashed in very badly as he's bleeding. As you do see across one of the ranks an individual helping upon the situation. As Celeste, you can roleplay this if you see fit.
Okay. So, first of all, Celeste would kind of just walk amongst the crowd, and the people, knowing for the most part who she is, kind of gives way and lets her in, knowing what she does. And she would go up to the stretcher and kind of raise her hand like in a halt motion to let the note stop for just a minute. And she would take off her armored glove, so it was just her bare hands, and gently just caress his cheek. Not caress his cheek, but place her hand on his cheek as a light bit of glow will emit from it. As you can see that whatever bruising or scratch marks seem to get a little healed. It's still there, but he seems to be in a better position as he was before.
As you just see the child look at you. Are you an angel? Are you a Hell Rider from Eltergard?
I'm not a Hell Rider, sweetie, but an angel, something like that. You're gonna be just fine. These nice people here are gonna help you.
You do hear whispering back and forth. A Hell Rider. She's worth a lot. Celestial healing. Never seen that. As you see a couple of the Flaming Fists begin to move in packs and kind of vacate the situation and rendezvous with their captain about this information that they obtained. As you guys begin to see... Go ahead, yep.
Was I able to hear those whispers, or is that just something...
Oh yeah, easily. You hear it a lot down here, especially now since the Hell Riders are on the hunt as Baldurians want to kill them for what is conspired to Eltergard, as they're the people who are Hell Riders are usually paladins or clerics that follow a vow of serving a higher deity of Helm, things Helm, Tor, and I forgot the other one, but yeah, Tyr, I think it was. But you do hear it, as you've seen this plenty of times, as you're hearing from another individual coming towards you. My lady, we have another incident. It's after Brampton. Another individual was stricken down.
These flaming fists. Just show me, please.
As you guys see in the crowd, Bo, Elliot, and Elliot, you do see the Celestial kind of visage of if this individual might be promising upon your group. As it's up to you if you want to follow in pursuit as they begin to venture further into the city, closer towards the Harborside Hospital.
So we definitely see it's Celeste.
Yeah, you saw like holy magic, and magic like that isn't usually often brought like that. That is like suicide around these parts. But to see magic,
Right.
a person capable of healing and restoring somebody with just their hand and not just natural medicines.
I think in that moment, Bo seeing that, and if it's like moving away, he would look at Ace and grab his hand and then just run. Like he would sprint towards it. Like, come on.
Oh. It's just how would Ace respond to that? He would just look at Bo and go, "Oh, now, really?"
Yeah, we need to get over there. If you said you're looking for people, I can bet you right now that's Celeste.
After a good jog
Alright.
over there, 20 minutes or so, as you can eventually see Celeste helping the other individual as you arrive towards the Harborside Hospital. As this is kind of what it seems like.
I know. Should I pretend that I'm dying so that Celeste will take care of me?
No, I don't think that'll be as necessary. I actually know her. I met her a few times as a child. Wait, did the others come with? And he had turned around, like forgetting, just thinking that you would have told them to come.
Elliot would have chased on too.
Did just kind of grab me, but
I-
I'm sure he's right behind us.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He would like let go of your hand. And then he would kind of like see Elliot and Mavros like catching up. Just wait here. I bet my bottom and that I'm as handsome as my mom told me growing up that Celeste is in there, and I know she'll recognize me as soon as she sees me. And Bo would just like head over into the hospital.
You head in the hospital as you do see a rather beautiful moment as Celeste, you see the individual that you've tried to save, but it was too late. As he looks towards you with his last dying breath. I thank you. I was blessed by an angel, but my wounds are beyond healing. I'm sorry. I couldn't say goodbye. So you kind of hold his hand.
It's okay. Just rest. All the pain will go away.
As you can tell, the ruffians who did this were part of the gang of the Dead Three, unknown to which member it was, as he looked like he was stabbed significantly across his body. The wounds were too deep and too lethal. As the man eventually passes on after a few hours upon this day, as he died at a ripe old age of 56.
I should turn to the doctors. This man's injury was a bit too severe for my healer to do anything.
It's those damn Dead Three. They've been doing so much damage. We can't keep up. The flaming fists are not doing anything.
If anything, they're actually doing a lot worse to the situation. With them beating refugees and the Dead Three,
Our supplies are running
seems like
low.
our work is cut out for us.
Our supplies are running low. I don't know how long we can keep doing this. Without Raven Guard here, the city's in shambles. There's no authority. The council doesn't even do anything.
Well, as long as my family has the funds, they'll try to back y'all up with supplies if need be.
Thank you, my lady. As you see across your view, you see Bo, obviously bright in pink and yellow, coming in. As you feel all the sick and dead people and people that are coughing along, people really hurt. As I don't know how Bo kind of showcases his feelings or emotions, or maybe he's disgusted. You can detail it out for us.
As he would walk through this, heading towards Celeste, looking for her, he would have heartbreak on his face. Even though he's noble and has money, he is very much against the normal ideals. More of an oddity, I guess you could say, in that sense, right? Like the nobles even look at him very oddly that he would help the poor. So he definitely cares. It's a very hard scene for him. He would walk in and see Celeste. I thought it was you. And Bo would kind of meander in.
She would turn around, recognizing the clothing. Well, if it ain't Beauregard LaRue de Fontaine Bayou in the flesh, what brings you all the way out here in the Homicide Hospital?
It's so good to see your face again. I saw the holy magic out there. I knew it was you, and well, I kind of got myself mixed up in a bit of trouble. And I mean, you know, Celeste. The few times that we bumped into each other as children, I was always getting yelled at by Mom and Pa. It looks like this time it's a little bit bigger, but it is for a good cause, and I thought maybe you'd be a great choice. You know that troublemaker in town, Ace?
What about him?
Well, he found himself some poor boy named Elliot. And Elliot is just 2 sheets to the wind, looking like the thinnest poor dog you'd ever seen. And I couldn't help it. I had to hear out his story. Ace told me, and, well, per usual, I gotta help him out. So, let's see, what was it? And you see Bo struggling, as you know, he's never been good with memory, even the handful of times we've bumped into each other. He is very that himbo. He's just thinking a minute.
It's okay, Bo. Just show me where they're at.
Bless your heart. I appreciate it, my love. Come on. And he'd grab your hand excitedly.
For those of the rest of you... sorry, go
ahead. Before he would leave, pulling you out, he would almost stop and have you bump into him. And he would turn and look at the old man there. Thank you for doing what you do. I'm sure he really appreciated it in those moments where no one was here. And then he'd continue pulling you.
Alright, as Elliot, Mavros, and Ace, you get to see almost like a hospital, but almost feels like a morgue. Many people are dead. They don't have enough room, as many of the bodies are outside on stretchers.
Mavros would be saddened by this. You can see his once smiling, gleeful face is now a frown, glum. He can see many dead, and at this point, from when he left his actual home at a young age, he came here, but now his new home is turned into a hellhole. So he is very, not distraught, but very put down by everything that's been happening for the past days. And seeing this is just adding on to it.
I think Ace, seeing taking the social cues, he would put on the kind of facade of being sad, but he feels nothing for these people. So
Elliot is more along the lines of just don't look at the bodies, otherwise tears will go down. He just stands by Ace to just wait for further instructions.
As you guys reunite, as you see Bo arriving, as you see the celestial angel in tow behind.
Bo would kind of rush out hurriedly to the group. I knew it. I told you I'd find her. Everyone, let me introduce you to an old acquaintance, or a childhood friend, I should say. Celeste Lecouflair de Dupre.
Ace will kind of fake a pout, and he'll walk up and he goes, "Replacing me already, Bo? How am I supposed to compete with her? I might
Bo
just
would-
say you're looking particularly radiant. Celeste, was it?"
Bo would just kind of
Never
look
Ace.
lost.
As for Celeste, she, this dark reddish auburn, like beach wavy hair, these grayish, bluish eyes, a little bit taller for a woman, about 5'9", 5'10" in height. You would see she's fully plated out in armor, long sword shield on the back. But you can see with the armor, she has cloths in the waist area that kind of looks like a skirt just to give it a little bit more feminine flair. And if you were to see the shield on her back, you would recognize that the holy symbol that it has on it would be the god for ill martyr. Um, she just kind of looks at everybody and goes, "Well, if it ain't the in a ragtag team over here, huh?"
Hey, I told you it was rough. And then he'll laugh a little.
Rough? Well, imagine that Celeste is here with us, we'll have it easy. That is, if she agrees, of course.
Oh, I would be more than happy to help.
Wonderful.
Well, let me introduce the rest of them, since they don't seem too keen on speaking. They seem tighter-lipped than what Dad would used to have on the jar of cookies Mom made for us. And Bo would reach out and like grab Elliot's hand and kind of pull him up to stand more straight up. Right here's the cute young man Elliot that I told you about. He's the one that seems to be in the predicament overall. And this one here, he's famous for. Oh man, I know it's on the tip of my tongue. He told me it was a business that's well known. And it'll come. Yes, thank you, Ace and Mavros. Yep. And you just see Bo put his hand to his chin, and he's just pondering, he's trying to look insightful.
Thank you for the introductions. As Beauregard here has already said, my name's Celeste Lecouflair de Dupre. However, if that is a handful, you may simply just call me Celeste. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Sorry you have to see this unsightly sight here. This is where I normally spend my days.
It's quite alright. I think it's unfortunately something that we're having to deal with more and more of every day.
with an influx of a Tier 3 and the Flaming Fist getting more corrupt every single day. It's no rest for the wicked.
Good way to put it.
But I hear that y'all are in a predicament of some sort. That one of yous, Elliot, I think, he had some sort of mission. Bo
Yeah.
told me a bit, but he's not the best at explaining. Sorry, hun.
Bo kind of turns and like cocks his head. Sorry, I was looking at that cloud up there. Looks like a macaron, don't it?
Well, Elliot told me what he knew. Elliot, would you mind repeating to this lovely lady what you said to me?
Yes. Sorry, my memory's a little hazy, but Captain Clog, he told us that for at least 200 girls to find something, a cult, I think, something, the dead knives, or 3 blades.
You meaning the faction that came from Elturel, then?
Yes.
We've been dealing with their victims here in the Harborside more than usual lately. And though I do possess some healing, it's not enough to cure everybody in the hospital. So I think my time better spent to help the city would probably be dealing with these thugs. I think I'd be more than happy to accompany all of y'all in your quest.
Wonderful. Well, aren't we just getting a wonderful team together?
Well, ain't this beautiful? Well, Celeste, did you have any other business left here, or do you think we are able to steal you on after?
No, unfortunately, I don't think there's much I can do at the hospital at this time with the people coming in, so I think let's just get right on to it. The more I help try to find these people, the better equipped the hospital can deal with the sick. So I'd say let's venture forth.
Wonderful. Are the rest of you all ready?
Of course.
Alright, we'll take a quick 5-minute break and we'll continue onwards. As I will conclude, before we take our 5-minute break, you do see this beautiful park in the distance. Very strange looking, but it is a park. It resides here.
I wonder who could be there.
Our last batch. I know who's there. Our TPK.
We're gonna hear some beautiful music, like a siren. Our last character luring us in. Oh wait, do dancing bards still like play music in addition, right? They just dance while do. I'm not sure on the lore about it.
Yeah,
they can. I mean,
play music. I can sing and I can dance.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like just the dancer part, or
I think my A like full damage. He didn't have an instrument. The only thing he would have was the. But you can't.
oh, your thingy's breaking up really bad.
I heard some of them on an instrument.
Right, I heard it.
Same.
Oh, I'm excited to play Bo. Barbarians are always fun.
There you go.
Well, being a good bard.
Yeah, my
You're not a
Ethernet
robot no
cable
more.
disabled.
Oh.
It got unplugged.
Uh,
No, yeah, but I was saying like eight was a dancer, but he also played the violin. But he couldn't play the violin while
I
quote
don't know
unquote
what
dancing.
8 was. 8 was wild. Ocho, I should say.
Oh, dude, he was the best character, honestly.
He was funny. I do give it that. He was perfect for that campaign. I do say that. That campaign, it was good for like crazy characters. That's why I
That
like
was the
Alar, right? Like I was
best
not.
way to make him like leave too. It's just like you are my best friend, Alar.
Yeah,
That's why I'm leaving. Screw this. I don't want to die.
Alar just loved you because you also wore no clothes, so he didn't feel alone.
It's like,
Our
but here,
characters
have this hill
bonded over
giant
nudity.
strength.
Right.
Oh man, Cassandra got so mad.
Oh, with losing her first character or with
No, with wasting the wish just on the person who would leave.
I know. So to the rest of the group, because I'm sure maybe some of you would agree, Kira's character in Saturday's game, one of Saturday's game, had died, and we were like further along, and we were like, okay, Gila's like dead, and we happened to have a wish spell, so we wished him back alive. And then the next session, Kira goes, I'm retiring this character. He decides to leave. And Red's like, you can't take any of your gear, nothing. And we're like, okay. And just Cassandra was livid. She's like, we wasted that on you. It was so funny.
That's how 8 would work. He'd always he was like that, basically the showboater of just like, oh yeah, I'm a cool, like I've survived all these, I've done a deal with the devil. All that was a lie.
Yep. Got wished right back and then said, I'm going to go continue the life of stripping.
Yep, and then like the moment he actually faced death, he became a scaredy pants. It's just like, this is not my life. I don't think it is. Hightailed it out of there.
He was funny, though. And now we have another dancing bard. But this one's beautiful.
Hopefully this one won't run after dying.
I think like it's mandatory as bard life to be very hesitant and mistrusting of everything. Seduce everything, but be mistrusting of everything else.
Seduce everything, but do not be seduced.
Right. Right. Play the game. Don't let the game win.
Hello, hello. Anybody back?
Yes.
Yes. Are y'all ready for the father time?
The father time.
Yes, I am the father.
Because you're older as your character. I was like, what? I was like,
Wait.
is there a kid? What? Who found a child already? I know the
Well,
14-year-old kid got maced, but
On top of that, he does. My character does have kids
oh no,
and a wife.
they're abandoning them. How terrible!
I'm not,
I'm just
I'm not
kidding.
abandoning them.
I know it's forced.
Not yet. I mean,
Not yet. You're gonna meet some hot tiefling piece down in Avernus and be tempted.
no.
That's this whole campaign.
Hold on. Hold on. I got something for you.
I was listening to 8, and I was like, I remember because I based him off of, what's his name? Shit. He was like
that pirate dude.
Yeah, but he's dead now. He's off of the first James Bond guy. What was his name?
Iron Teeth or what?
No, it's Sean Connery. It was based off of him. But it was, but he was the, I forget what he was, the pirate? But he was wearing like speedos basically.
Yeah, he had the arm. What do you call it? Bandoleros. There you go.
Oh, hey, Red. It is official. Nameless said that I'm officially going to be abandoning my kids for a hot piece in hell.
I didn't say
No,
that.
I did.
Oh no, kids! I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Someone
fine.
did.
Bo did.
Bo did.
Everyone's trying to say Ace is the mean one.
All right, kids. I'm going to hell. I'll see you later.
Yeah, he was.
Someone's
I never
playing.
watched the movie because it's so old, but yeah, it was. His
Oh,
character's name
yeah.
is Zardo. Zardo.
Yeah.
74 came out, so he's based off that guy.
That was Kira's character on Saturday.
Yeah. We put up. See, there's like an artwork with him. That's what we.
God,
hear
that
it
was
then.
so funny too. It's just like I didn't have clothes, but whenever we went to like any cold weather, I'd grow hair.
Yeah,
It
Zardo
was
has to come
horrible.
back. He has to come back one day. 8 has to come back one day. Probably more of a untraditional campaign, not like serious.
We'll bring him back into the universe.
Maybe it's like the stories of him how he got into being a prostitute.
Hey,
Not that hard.
He's just like,
he wanted money.
Yeah, it's just like 20 gold pieces, 20 gold pieces.
I was good at what I did.
Someone just looked at him one day and said, "What that mouth do?" And he said, "Let me show you."
Yeah, it's just like a lot of things, my friend. A lot of things. Depends on the money you have, I will supply.
Uh,
How are you guys enjoying the campaign so far?
Good, it's cute. Yeah.
It's cute.
It's going
it's
good.
Terrible, bro. It's terrible.
I'm writing down quotes in my notes just of what people have been talking shit at Elliot. First one's the best one was just like, my name's Elliot, by the way. It's like, I don't care.
That was beautiful.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of wanted Ace to come off a little nicer at first, but then I said, fuck it. So.
Well, it's a kind of a gritty town, so it's kind of rough to be a nice person all the time.
Compared to what Elliot saw, you are the nice person.
No, he met Bo.
Now, see, yeah, like, but then he met Bo, and he's just like, oh
He fed
god, this is like a 1-star restaurant versus like a 17-star.
So, is Celine back or no? Selena Gomez.
Selena.
Selena?
Oh, I'm here. Yes.
Where would your character be at currently? Or what you
Um,
would do? You don't have to pick an area. But you can just tell me what your character would be doing.
Probably hustling taverns.
All right, we'll get you to a
Red Light
tavern.
District.
As you guys begin to travel, you eventually come across a place like this before, as you guys feel like you need to sit down and have a conversation. But along your ways, you begin to come across a place of which kind of stands out quite interesting, as it's a house of masteries, a place to fight, then learn and house yourselves. Almost like a gym, old school gym.
Oh, this place.
Oh my, get the vapors here.
As you see in the distance, kind of the head honcho of this establishment as Hora! Faster! It's kind of almost like, gladiator style. As you can see, the services. So you can train to become a great warrior.
My daddy took me here a couple of times.
Yes, I always tended to stay away from this place. Beating the ever-living shit out of people was never really my forte.
Well,
I'm not a
I
fighter.
can't say it was very gentlemanly of me, but I did enjoy some of the other services in the ale house.
Curious to know what kind of services those might have been.
Is Ace saying this, or is this out of
Yeah.
character? Bo would just chuckle. Well, any of the grappling and defenses. I think Bo would blush a little.
Ace does not. He's
You
used to
guys-
this.
As you guys begin to travel, as time has passed on, at least over an hour has passed, as you eventually arrive towards a tavern called the Elf Song Tavern. As, out of context, according to Captain Zorg's wishes, this is the location. But Elliot doesn't remember, as he was worded too many informations, too many ideas, as there is a contact here as well. But at the moment as you arrive here, you kind of see this before your eyes. Let's see if we can have location. Where is it? Try not to go. Oh, I put it somewhere else. My apologies. Alright. Yeah, so you can basically see kind of the Elf Song Tavern in the distance. As you can see, there's a rather large kind of half-ogre, kind of the bouncer, keeping this place at bay, making sure nobody kind of comes in without a payment due, as I'm bringing to a map.
Oh,
As you
he's
see, she's huge, actually. It's a girl. As you see, from time to time, disembodied voices come from this place. As the female elf fiddles the tavern with melancholy, giving an established... has not established her name yet, but she gives a kind of a bald that isn't loud enough to disturb a conversation. As it seems a spirit still resides within this tavern itself for those that have visited, but for those that have never visited, never heard of this ghost yet. She only speaks Elvish and sings in lyrics unnamed to her lover lost at sea. As no one's sure how the spirit came to haunt this tavern, as no one can predict when it will sing again.
What if I speak Elvish?
Celeste does.
I also speak Elvish, oddly enough.
Well, when it comes,
And
then you'll
Erebus speaks
understand it.
Elvish.
As you do see rather a bouncer before you arriving as a kind of a rather large, kind of half ogre looking towards you. I don't know. No pass until paid.
Are we making an entrance into this establishment?
Why, of course. It's the Elf Song Tavern. How much, my dear?
1 silver each.
No trouble at all. I'll hand her a gold piece. Thank you, doll.
I'm not gonna lie, out of context, one of the characters in one of my campaigns actually had sex with a swing.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. They got so drunk they had sex with it. As you see on the other side a coat hanger, as you can see a hand coming out, waiting for your coat. As you see Clunk, the animated armor, as it's covered in many people's coats.
Bo would look to her. Here you are, man. And he would put a gold to cover the rest of them. I
think
got
Ace
all
already
of
did.
it.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. I meant like I was covering for everyone.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just doing it for yourself. That's why I was like, oh, okay, okay.
Oh, no.
You never know. He's sassy.
So you arrive towards the tap room. You see Alan tending the bar with 2 men, as you can see around the vicinity, taking orders, food tables, jokes, clientele. Flanking in the entrance is the 2 bouncers, an animated armor named Clank, and a gruff female half-ogre named Skoona, both protecting the staff members, but not the patrons. So they won't break up fights unless the staff members resolve it. As you see across the bar, another individual drinking and enjoying their merry of drinks as with Alan itself. Rather older individual in his 60s, kind of the new proprietor of this place, as the old one seemed fit to leave and vacate for some apparent reason. As you can see, people drunk, sleeping on the couch, many thugs and drinking, playing games and dice and enjoying this kind of venture here. As you can see, a lounge, a private dining room, a storage alcove, a storage room, a kitchen with a arraignment of a menu, as well as an upstairs leading towards likely another location. As you can see brightly, you see a sign head over where Alan is currently, a menu and the drinks as well. See patrons laughing and enjoying themselves.
Bo hand
ahead.
over his jacket before joining them at the
The
shade.
Clank takes it.
Did it cost anything? Sorry, or is it just...
No,
Okay.
he's an animated armor, but he's designed to take your coats, and he puts them away.
Okay. Nice. I wasn't sure if I had to tip him. You know.
Let's go
Robust
kick
job.
back over here. Ice will head up to the bar.
As you can introduce your character now. What are they enjoying the drink, and what are they here for?
What they're drinking is something probably very fruity. She's not alcoholic, but something that looks probably alcoholic. She's very perceptive and looking for those who have money, especially like those two that just walked in.
Yeah, as Ace walks up, he'll kind of call the bartender over, and he'll get a what was it called? I think a Thayan fire wine.
Greetings and
Thayan.
salutations. I am Alan, and this is my tavern. What can I get you, lads and ladies?
Good day to you, sir. I'll take a fire wine and perhaps a Lady Aelith as well.
Alright. He begins. Great choice. As he begins to pour it forth, kind of offering the drink and taking payment.
Yep.
As you see people playing a famous game around here called Baldur's Bones. It is basically blackjack with dice. It's kind of the famous thing that people play around here. Besides that, you do eventually see an individual kind of rather high price as Sling, I'll let you take the show.
Oh, I mean, what you would see is someone very well dressed, scandalously dressed. Very, very large feathery wings. Who moves very, very gracefully. Doesn't seem to like touch the ground too often. Yeah, well, Jew's gonna be just sitting at the bar sipping this little drink, just eyeing both. Well, it looks like it's gonna be Ace and Bo. And she's like twirling her hair, very long, silverly, like blondish hair. Mhm.
Sorry, Ace will kind of clink, like do a little cheers with Bo, and then he'll, as he's kind of taking a sip, he'll look over at Selena, and once he's done, he'll kind of set his drink down. And go, you look a little expensive for a place like this.
This is where you find the best clientele. You guys look a little expensive to be here as well.
Suppose that's true
Well-
enough.
Some of you. Are you all together?
For now, yes. But I think the pay is what matters more to you than who's paying you.
Hmm.
Bo probably wouldn't be paying attention to this conversation quite yet. He's just like sipping, kind of like twirling his parasol, tipping a little bit in the chair.
I guess it depends on how much you're offering.
Well, not exactly what I'm offering, but that Archmaster, what was his name? Krieg, I think it was. He's offering 200 gold. Just have to do a little errand for him, is all.
Errands. Do I look like I run errands?
I didn't think that I looked like someone who ran errands either, but it's up to you whether you want the gold or not. I understand that dancing here and looking pretty probably gets you by, but there's more to life than, looking pretty. I would understand.
So this errands, what is it exactly? Is it 200 split between the, what, 5 of us, 6 of us?
Sure, on that front, I would imagine so, but...
And
Elliot?
you're the- Oh, he's the one in charge?
Oh, he's not the one in charge, he's just the one who has the details. Although I suppose he gave me the details, so... I believe we're looking for some cultists. You know, the ruffians, making life difficult for just about everyone around here.
I wouldn't know. They don't make my life hard. But usually I just make them hard. But anyways, this guy. What's your name, little man? She points to Elliot.
Ace will nudge Elliot again.
He said BRB in the chat.
Oh, did he?
Oh, right. Oh, perhaps he's turned off for the evening.
Usually doesn't happen to me.
Guys hear rumors in the distance. Everybody can roll a perception check.
I am too focused on how good this drink is.
Celine, you'll get the first one, and then Celeste, and then Marveros. As the first one, I'll bet my last copper piece that those so-called refugees are advancing scouts of an army that's prepared to attack Baldur's Gate. So you hear another one. The Flaming Fist is rather fucking useless. The captain has already started bickering over who should get in charge of Alder Ravengard since he's gone. Well, with Ravengard out of the way, who will be next to be Grand Duke? I wonder. My money's on Thamara Van Thamper. Practically born in the sewers she was. More vicious than a swarm of rats.
Sounds like my type of lady. Anthem.
Van Thampers are like high class society There are 4 kind of, and I'm just gonna give you this eventually. Didn't give you a 10 now. I should have gave it to you in not this, but I'm just gonna give these out anyways because they're handouts. But I was gonna give you some information about the city for those that live in the city, in general sense. But yeah, these are just gonna be handouts because fuck it, they're just necessary ones. But anyways, they're just explaining about kind of like the city itself, the government. So they're right here, but you guys can obviously read them on your downtime. This is like the population, kind of telling about what's here and the history as well. The Baldur's Gate. I should have put this in the Game 0, but I forgot. But it's good to know about a lot of the stuff if you're really kind of devoted into. A lot of it isn't really necessary, but I'm just going to give it out anyways. Because it does explain about the religions, explains about the economy and trade, explains about guilds, and then obviously city landmarks as well. Maybe your character knows a little bit more about it. And that's pretty much it. A lot to read, but yeah. Not necessary.
Nice. Definitely check all that out.
Yeah, it's just good to have, just in case you want to get some more knowledge, so you have the inkling knowledge of the area and surroundings.
Right. Ties to fame.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, Ace. I didn't see you had a new friend there.
Are you blind?
Sugar not blind, but maybe a little slow sometimes when it comes to picking up on the things. Nice to meet you, though. And he'll extend his hand. The name's Beauregard Thunderdrunkla Rue de Fontenelle de Bayou. But a sweet thing like you can just call me Beau.
I don't know if I'd call her sweet, but
Well, by all appearances' sake, she doesn't look more harmful than a kid. Sorry, ma'am, but
I'm not that scary. He's just didn't get rubbed the right way. So yes, I'm Selena. Nice to meet you, Mr. Beau.
he'll shake your hand. Could I offer you a macaron? And he'll pull out one of the cookies from his pocket.
I'm okay.
how long have you been carrying those around for, Bo?
Just from the coffee shop when you came and found me. So not too long. They've been wrapped in my hanky. They're nice and good.
As you can see Alan looking at you as he's not really impressed. He's expecting you guys would order food here, not bring your own outside food.
I ordered food.
Ooh, what did you order?
It was just a nice gesture.
I got the Lady Ayla's like fancy soup or whatever it's called.
Nice. Yeah, it's brought to your table, or to the bar as you see fit.
Cute.
So did our friend Ace here sucker you into joining the group as well?
Well, he says that the poor man over here, the little one, has
Oh.
information, but I think he's frozen in silence at the moment.
Yeah,
So
the Elliot fella does seem to do that from time to time, but well, Ace, did you introduce her at least to the rest of the party?
no, he's been quite rude, actually.
He'll try and like tousle Ace's hair. Yeah, that is our Ace for you. He's always being a pain in someone's rear sometimes, whether it benefits him or not, but you gotta love him for it.
Don't be so harsh, Bo. I never make sure that their rears hurt.
Yeah, that's all fair. He kind of like takes it literally. That's true. I don't think I've ever heard anyone mention the pain from there. More so, I guess he sometimes likes to do as he does, and ain't no one getting nothing. but he gets sun.
Well, not exactly hard, like Selena said. But, of course, this is the old one, that is Mavrus. He runs a shop. Wood carving, I think.
You guys call him the old one?
That's
Personally,
I
not,
didn't know
but
we were calling me the old one. Am I that old to everybody?
no, sir.
I just figured since you were calling Elliot the poor one that you might, associate everyone else with the one something.
Oh. So, like, he's the poor one, he's the old one, you're the mean one.
Yes, exactly.
And she's the
I'm only
pretty one?
41.
Oh,
I'm not
what
that.
am I? What am I?
You're the pretty one, Bo.
Oh, I thought she was the pretty one, but yeah, I guess
Oh,
intellectually wise, he would be the pretty one.
Could there be two pretty ones?
Sure. For you, anything.
Ah, wonderful.
Is Ellie back
I was just kind of smart.
No, apparently Miss Keisha's fucking dead.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
We need to feed him. He's probably just withering away to nothing.
Right,
The
yeah,
macaroon
because he
duty.
doesn't even remember all the names or any of the quests.
We
or
fed him a
anything like that.
macaron. He'll be fine.
He had one cookie.
One cookie.
Mavros is very offended being called the old one.
Grandpa.
And Bo's just here for the ride. He's loving it. He's eating cookies. He's
Yes.
meeting people.
So if you want to gamble, all the gambling's happening upstairs. If you want to enjoy your food, you're welcome here. If you're waiting for the ghostly lady to arrive and sing again, as she just lives here. It's just a room around here. For those that have never been to Elfsong Tavern, there is literally a ghost that haunts this place.
So she's stepping on Selena's turf, is what I'm hearing.
Or am I stepping on her turf?
Right? How long has this ghost been ghosting? Yeah, I would say Bo is probably not a gambler either. He knows what it's done.
Well,
Maybe when we
Mavros
get to
will not
Avernus.
gamble his money. His wife would kick his ass if he gambled.
You gamble on our
It's-
house and our mortgage?
This thinks gambling is too amateur.
Selena's like, damn, all of them cheapskates. I can't rob a single one.
Exactly.
Alright, well, our main guy who has the quest right now currently is not here, so I don't know what you guys want to do. Because you have no inkling of what you need to do without this guy.
I was double muted. I am apologizing.
This man.
Yeah.
I had to go talk to somebody, and then I'm just like come back and I'm like, hi, hello, anyone? And then I'm like, I look at Discord, I'm like, oh, I also muted myself there too. Yeah.
We introduced Selena. You're the poor one, she said. And-
Yeah, I was part of that conversation.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
In my head.
How-
Sorry, I was just lost in thought.
Oh, you adorable.
Huh?
What?
I know, Rainy.
I heard you have information
Uh,
that can lead us to some money.
It's 200 gold pieces by
Mhm.
Captain Frog, I think. He told us to try to find the
Captain Falvis Krieg.
yes, they told us to go find the 3 dead fries. 3.
Captain.
I love the fact that
Oh.
you're the main character thief screen is not even the fucking guy's name.
Yeah, it was Captain Zaj. I just saw the name and I'm like, yeah, I'll use it.
Oh yeah, I wrote down the wrong fucking name.
At
Yeah.
Thieves Creed, if you do find that guy, people want to kill him. He is
Yeah.
on high alert. He fucked over El Terrell.
Yeah, so I think it was Captain Frog, and he was looking for something.
You hear a guard laugh at you. Captain Frog? Never heard of that. Have you been hit in the head,
it
boy?
was- Countless times, yes. Sorry. I don't remember quite a lot.
I remember you. You were at the fucking Basilius Gate with a bunch of those refugees from Eltegard. Disgusting. Yeah, you were hired. You got tick-tock time. Captain Zorge awaits it.
Well, he must be more useful than you to get hired.
Well, fuck yeah, I'm on break. Off duty.
Who's saying this? Which guy? Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, let's just settle down now.
Settle down? Nah. I'm just letting this one remember who he works for. If he fucks up, he'll find himself quickly enough in jail the rest of his days. Like a miscreant he is from that piss-poor El Terrell.
You would see kind of Bo shaking a little, but he would stop. Well, now he's got friends, so we're gonna help him and prevent all of that.
Yeah?
So you better eat those words.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into. A pretty boy like yourself should head up back to the upper city where you belong. With your aristocrats.
Well, just because I got fancy clothes don't mean I don't understand the plight of the common people. If you were around helping maybe the people of this city, you would have seen me around.
Yeah, I see that. I don't think you've done a hard labor's job in a long time, big lad.
Bo's trying so hard. He's like shaking a little bit more.
No, calm down, Beauregard.
Yeah.
Perhaps he just
Well-
simply cleans up better after a long day's work.
I suppose so. I could be almost caught
Yeah.
like a woman, honestly. Starts drink his ale. If I get drunk
You're
enough,
lucky,
maybe
eh?
I'll think you as a woman. Slap those
Oh
cheeks
my
around.
gosh.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Bo is just literally like quaking at this point. And then he'll just look at the guy. Y'all ever seen a gentleman rage? Well, buckle up, baby cakes. And he's gonna punch him.
Alright, you punch him right in the face, roll me an attack roll, unarmed, as you wallop him right in the face. Does anybody do anything about it? As you saw him punch a guard that is currently not on duty, as he's obviously inebriated.
Mavros was going to throw himself in the way. He's going to throw himself into his punch.
Alright, as Mavros, you grab him quickly around as Beauregard punches you directly in your face. Roll me damage. So you take 5 points in damage as you feel your nose crack as it gets dislocated. His blood just spatters on the ground. Holy shit! Was that for me?
Oh my gosh, Mavros, I'm so sorry. Like, Bo would have been like so furious, but in that moment that he knew it was you, it's like his rage just left him. I'm sorry. It just the red washed over me, and he'll be like picking you up.
Celeste will kind of displaced herself in between the guard and Beauregard.
As you see the guard, he's not even like he's not even flinching. He kind of goes back to drinking as he kind of chuckles.
Ace will lean over to Selena and kind of glance at Mavros and he'll kind of quietly say, "Perhaps we could also call him the boring one."
Yeah, that sounds
Mavros will look to Bo, and he's gonna like hold his dislocated nose, blood seeping from his lips, and it kind of blends with the skin. It's like, well, at least my wife won't see the blood on my face.
It's your Alan in
As
the
he
back.
tries to-
Clean that up, damn
Okay.
it! I don't want to end
Here,
up
let me
blood
help.
on my fucking wood. You know how hard it is to get rid of stains?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't worry,
Bo pulls out
don't
his
worry
hand.
there, Alan. The blood's gonna get cleaned right up. And as for your wife there, dear Mavros, I don't think she's gonna be able to notice the broken nose. As she will gently cup her hand on the side of your cheek as she'll use her healing hands.
You see healing hands, and you kind of yank his nostril back into place. It hurts, but you can breathe out your nostrils again as
Yeah.
the blood kind of seeps away off of you. Sadly, your shirt's kind of stained with some blood on it, but it's kind of a given.
You heal for 6.
Hey, thank you, Celeste. Sorry, Dean.
You heal for 6, Mavros.
You're like, take the healing. Get back to full. I think Bo at that point would be like walking and grabbing his coat.
He's lagging.
See, as Clunk puts his one arm into your other arm and putting your jacket back on.
Thank you. Even though I know it's an animated armor, he would say thank you.
As Clunk just kind of like he looks towards you and kind of does like a little bow.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just need to step outside a minute. Let the sweet air of Boulder's Gate sink in.
So, the first thing you see is Schooner's ass. She's scratching it and sniffing it.
Yeah, pardon me, man. I ain't never saw nothing that unsightly. Bo would whisper to himself.
Can Mavros follow Bo?
Yeah.
Well, that was something.
Certainly was going to turn into something.
It's he going to be all right.
I'm sure he'll be
Who?
fine.
She held down.
Mavros or Bo? Either way, they're both gonna be fine.
Okay.
I managed to relocate his nose, so he should be breathing fine.
Should have been the guard's nose that was dislocated, or perhaps relocated to a different side of his face. But
Oh, which reminds me, as she'll kind of go into a whisper. Some of the gods here seem to perceive that I may be a Hell Rider even though I've seen most of them on my travels here in the lower and outer cities, they've seen me with my family, so if any gods seem to be posing trouble because of me, I do apologize in advance. They're guess you say they're itching for a fight.
Oh, no need to worry. I believe that the guards are all looking at us for one reason or another.
Hmm.
Should we check on them?
Probably.
Hmm.
So what do you say, Selena? I promise that, well, the pay might not be as good as you were hoping, but the entertainment is certainly far and above what performing for these people and
It's actually probably the best thing that's been offered lately. The entertainment part. The pay is not that great, but sure,
I'm glad to help.
I can assist in many ways.
I'm sure.
So that would make 6 of us then.
Yes.
I think this is a sizable party for at least your endeavors, Elliot.
Yes, I suppose.
Oh, chin up now. Not need to act so sheepish.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check on the boys. Lord knows on the Beauregard. Anger might not be quenched fully, so
Ace will get up and offer Selena an arm.
Before I go with you, I'm gonna just come up to this lovely gentleman.
Hi, sweet cheeks.
Hi. I'm going to pull something from my bosom. It's a feather. I'm gonna give it to him, and I'm gonna tell him to find me later. And I will use persuasion if need be.
Oh, he's 100% persuaded. No, he's got
No
money to
need.
spend. As Baldarian Flaming Fist guards get paid really well for doing jack shit these days.
Kill him.
See you later then.
Who said
And then
that?
I grab Ace's arm and we walk out together.
Ace just winks at the guard and then leaves with Selena.
You wait.
As there are 3 Baldarian guards here. They're all off duty right now. They're just currently drinking.
Can I? Can I try and swipe one of the coats? Oh, actually, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. No, I won't do it.
Probably not, because if Clunk would know.
Yeah.
And I don't think you want to fight an animated armor level 1. You'd probably smash your face into the table. And Skuna too, probably. She'll like throw you out like a piece of trash. I'm surprised they didn't do an update for the half ogres. I guess they weren't really that popular. Kind of sad.
They
You
weren't
can play
important
one in the third-party books from Dragonlance, but I have yet to have anybody play one yet.
Mm.
Anyways, you kind of all meet outside. Skuna closes the door.
Bo would just see everyone come out. I'd like to formally apologize for my unsightly display in there. I'm sincerely sorry that I let my anger get the best of me.
Oh, don't worry, Bo. That was most certainly the most sightly thing in there.
I loved it.
Besides you, of course, Selena.
Glad to see that I didn't turn anything a little sour there. Mavros, hopefully we're all good.
No hard feelings, just pain. That's just try not to let them get to you next time.
I'll do my best, but no promises. You know what I'm saying? And he'll try to make light of it, and he'll just like pick you up one-armed and kind of like squeeze you a little too tight, but like very friendly, of course.
Oh,
Mm,
a little too tight.
Oh, sorry.
For as long as I could remember, you were quite easily, or you could quite easily be goaded. But that anger of yours does come in handy time and time.
Yeah. Mama did scold me quite a few times for it. She'd always say I'd be that thunder drum, whether it be this or that.
Hmm.
But, yeah. As Bo just kind of looks off, like, bashfully. Still, like, he knows this is something that's followed him through childhood, and it does embarrass him a bit.
Mhm.
So what now?
I think we should be asking you that question, darling.
Mm, I honestly don't know. I've just been wandering around, seeing whatever there's any information on the three logs, three dead frogs.
Are you, again, I believe you're talking about the Dead Three.
Yes, I think that's what it was.
Oh, the three gods.
Yes.
Hmm. Well, the Dead Three have been causing a lot more ruckus nowadays. Flaming Fist ain't surely helping. They just run amok. And of course, they would pass this job on to refugees and not deal with it themselves. That's why the Flaming Fist these days are getting more lazy every day.
It's been horrible. I swear, every day it's something, and it's just getting worse. Even Ace was telling me.
Mm.
Yeah, bad for business and all that.
Bo would like lean down towards Elliot. So, do you remember anything else that they said? Maybe a place that you had to go, or so we know who it involves now, or what it involves.
Um. I don't recall. They just said whoever can find it and have information on it, to contact the Flaming Fist, and that we are allowed to use lethal force if necessary.
So we're just looking for anyone that might know about cultists.
I think.
Well, the cultists themselves shouldn't be too hard to spot. They're usually wearing one of three symbols. And creepy
Celine,
robes.
give me a history check with advantage, since you work around here. You might actually heard of something.
Girl got connections.
Well, she should.
She
as
got
a
connected
bard.
to the Dead Three.
She's seen plenty of.
Oh, me?
Plenty
Oh,
of.
I'm sorry.
Selena.
Plenty of.
Selena Quintanilla.
Of privates parts. Oh my
I got
god,
nine.
I'm dying. You've heard of somebody, but I can't. You don't know the name. You've heard somebody around this establishment that may know information about almost anything around these parts, especially the Dead Three. You have no idea if she's currently here, but yeah, that's all you kind of know off by, as it is like a kind of a goose chase, if anything. But there is somebody in this establishment that usually comes here regularly for the last month. They were never seen here recently, before then, as they love to gamble. That's all I can give you.
So I relay that.
Question.
No. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Question. Do you think Celeste or Bo might be able to do history as well for being, like, interacting with a lot of the poor in, like, this area?
If they're not from here at all. Is your character a gambler? Have they done
No.
any private work? And
No.
are they
That's fair. Yeah.
are they into piracy?
Sounds like things Asa might have done.
Ace might have.
Ace, then you can roll a history check with no advantage. Maybe just in general, like maybe you've
Could
heard
I
a name
inspire
or
him?
something. Huh?
Would I be able to like inspire
No,
him?
no, he's just gonna do
Okay.
it by his own knowledge.
Okay.
Oh.
2. He has no idea. So, goose chase it
No
is.
worries. Yeah.
Which you can,
Yeah.
that's a great
I was
way
just-
because you guys can talk to NPCs and get to know the down low.
So
Right.
I know
Maybe
that there's a
even
person.
like pay them a couple pieces of coin. They may have knowledge. This is a tavern. People talk.
Ace will
Maybe fuck the ogre.
tap his shit for a moment and go,
I'm down.
I lost it.
So I know of someone that's been here that likes to gamble. I don't remember who it is, but they may have information. That's correct.
So we should check upstairs then.
Here, don't mind gambling a little bit. What was this
So
other
we're
lady's
going-
name?
So we're going back into the establishment.
Just don't. If you're gonna hit someone, make sure you hit the right
no.
person.
Yes, well, in all fairness, ma'am, Mavros jumped in the way. My aim was true. But yes, I won't make eye contact with the gentleman, and I'll go the other way if we're going elsewhere.
I believe we're going upstairs. So, what's this
Well-
lovely lady's name? We're going back in, lovely lady. I don't remember your name.
Schooner. She opens the door.
Celeste.
Oh,
She looks at all your asses as you go through, licking your lips.
oh no.
Happily married, thank you.
Please say that to her.
Happily?
And Schooner looks at you. Me break you one day.
Oh.
Lizelle.
No.
He's gonna look
Well,
at.
fuck.
She's gonna ride that. She's gonna ride that hog until it breaks.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm leaving.
Run, Mavros, run!
I have a wife and kids. You can't do this.
Water weirs are not going to be a problem anymore. This
No.
is
No pie story this time. It'll be how many ogres he's fucked.
Yeah, no longer do you have to deal with water elementals. You have to deal with being a half ogre's baby mama.
Oh
Baby
god.
daddy.
Baby daddy, you mean?
Yeah.
As you head upstairs, you can see there's like a kind of a private upstairs rafter, as windowless rooms, rugs. You can hear noises of drunken patrons playing on 2 large tables, playing Baldur's Bones as they're betting galore of coin and money and enjoying themselves. As you can see, some private rooms here for people who wish to stay the inn, as there are a couple private suites and large suites itself. Some are obviously vacant and closed and locked, making sure no one steals or thefts.
Please.
Yeah, they're playing currently.
Well, this looks like a lively bunch up here.
Dude, I
We
like
have
like
to
the fact
gamble.
your name is like super so long that like it takes over.
It
people's
takes a
other
moment.
names.
I see that. Oh,
Jeez Louise.
I love it.
I like people using
Oh.
name
Best
tags. There are
attribute.
people without the name tags that irritate me because I'm like, why? It's like it gets in the way. But yeah. I
But would
get
have
it.
his parasol open too. By
As
the
you
way.
see them playing, I win again. Easy peasy. You cheat. I bet. You can try again if you like, but as you can see them twirling their knife around. But I don't think you want to try anything around here.
I'm gonna float on by and be like, "You should try again."
Fuck this shit. I'm going over here.
I'll play you.
Oh,
It's
Ah, a man I see that is confident in what he's going to win.
Well, we play Baldur's Bones. You know how to play?
this is my first time, so I'd like to know.
As she explains it to you, it's so you get three out of context. You get 3d6. You can obviously roll a d6, 2d6, or 3d6. Doesn't matter which order you want. The goal is to get to 21, and you can cheat your way to 21 if need be, if you're not caught. As buy-in is 2 gold pieces.
All right, I shall buy in with 2 gold.
Bo will be leaning over you, like watching over your shoulder.
As the other 2 begin to buy in with you, as the pot gets increased.
Bo would probably also like grip both your shoulders. He's like, "You got this."
Don't fuck it up.
So what they call you around here? I haven't heard of you before. Especially a half-breed like you.
Well, they call me Dunwall. You can call me Mavros. You may have heard about my woodwork. Run a nice little wood carving store.
You, do you do ships by chance?
You want me, like shippings?
No. Do you actually, like, you are skilled with wood, I'm assuming. Have you ever made a boat before?
I don't do that sort of woodwork. More for decoration. Stuff like that. Make a place look nice. Like a table.
I see. Well, I guess I shall start forth, as you don't get to see the rolls, but I'm going to roll them anyways, in the general sense. So, the gambler to your left over here will roll, as he will get his... As he'll start rolling, and then the one down below, the kind of acolyte one looking, starts to roll in. And then it's your turn, so you can roll a 3d6, 2d6, a 1d6, it doesn't matter. Everybody takes a turn, it keeps going until you get to... It's just basically blackjack, but with dice. She kind of rolls. The gambler goes in first. The other one goes in as well. Oh, we got 21, that guy.
Done.
Yep.
Rigged.
As they will also roll. I got 20. As the game plays on itself, you can now... how close are you right now? Oh, you're not even close. You're only at 12. Alright. I think I got this in the bag. You got a 20.
I think I'm good.
She got a 21 as well.
Damn.
It's like the cards drawn out. Seems like we have a tie here. Split. Certainly. As they keep playing on, the two of them, as eventually you do notice, she's very good at what she does. As you can tell, roll me perception, everybody. It's gonna be a high DC. As they begin to play.
Ooh, nice, Selena.
Selena, you do know she cheats,
Nice.
but she cheats well.
Oh, real recognize real. I got a natural 20.
Oh, yeah, she cheats
Nice.
well. And she just ticks the pot. I win again. How do you do that? I don't understand. You've been winning all day. I'm just
She's
that
very,
good.
very good. Very good.
She. Sorry, bub. It sounds like your child's not gonna have a nice toy tonight. Depending if you have kids, of course. I'm not too sure. You look a little aged around these parts. So what are you lot doing here? You're rather strange indeed.
Well, we had a poor man with us. I think he got lost downstairs. He's talking about chickens or something. His story changes like every single time he tells it.
Sounds like he has
But-
a few rocks loose in his brain.
Yeah, it's very sad.
I can always just
But-
put him out of his misery if you want.
Oh, he's such a good pet though. He's so cute.
Huh?
Yeah, no
However-
misery.
We're looking for something, and I thought perhaps you might have some information.
Information?
Mm-hmm.
But what?
I forgot what the fuck we're looking for.
The
But
dead
what
tree.
we said, about the dead three. Do you perchance know anything relating to them?
What he said.
Who sent you?
We sent ourselves for the most part.
I don't do anything for free.
With what can we
How much
offer?
did they just win from their thing?
10
From their
gold.
game? 10? I give them another 10.
They take it. Easy peasy.
Mhm.
Sadly, if this guy remembered Zaj's name, but he doesn't, it would have been free. As, they take it. Yeah, I know the dead three. You want to go die? Crazy if you want to go finding them. But suit yourself. The name is Rhonda Thunderbell. As I'd like the two people that rolled poorly about information, all three of you guys, roll me advantage history check with a +5.
I rolled a nat 1, so. Do I qualify?
Did you already roll it?
No, it's just.
No, roll it
before.
now. You get it. The name now just springs up. Now roll me a
History?
Yeah, history with advantage +5 on top of that roll.
Oh, neither of those are very good.
Good God, Ace, you suck.
Oh, I got a 19 plus.
Oh my god, what are the double freaking numbers?
Right, Beauregard, where did you get?
25.
25? Okay, you're
25.
the one knowledgeable. The DC was a 20. As you begin to see Rhonda Thunderbelt, as you can see, obviously whatever name she was going by right now is not her real name. Tiara, or whatever. As Rhonda Thunderbelt is her real name, as you realize she is kind of like the second command of a ship called the Unsilvered Serpent. It was a pirate ship itself, if anything. It was a known of pirates that was fled, she was never caught in her entire life. She's worth lots of money across so many different nations and cities, as she is saw fit to steal the fellow pirate ships months ago from Captain Musco himself. As she had fled, she spent every dime she could, and she squirreled her way to never go hungry. As now she stands with 9 fingers instead of 10, as she occasionally does work around the local thieves guild. As she's in front of you, she's worth a lot a booty towards even people who are potentially thugs, or even not Thunderbelt, Thunderbell.
Thunderbell. Okay.
Yeah.
So question, with me recognizing her, am I recognizing her
The name,
as Rhonda?
The name. Yeah.
Oh,
She's like
I see it.
very well known, being one of the top pirates, and the fact that she stole a ship and stole the booty and got away with it is crazy.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm alive in the flesh, yeah. So, you want to know where Dead 3 is? This money will help, suffice a little bit, but I need a favor from you all lot. You look strong and rough and capable of taking a punch, assuming so. Especially that big boy right there. One in the suit with the umbrella.
Yes.
I got some form of shipmates that have tracked me down to Baldur's Gate. I'll agree to help you to get where you need to go, but you're gonna have to take out these pirates for me. Be sure to kill them. Get blood on your hands.
Do I have to kill him? Could I just maybe mess him up pretty
You
good?
can mess them up, but pirates are pirates. They're lethal.
I'll think about it when the time comes, but okay. I have to just rough up a few guys.
Yeah, if you guys falter, I'm fucking dead in the sticks. I can jump out a window, but I'm likely gonna be caught eventually.
Oh. Well, you can count on me, I promise. He'll flex like a little. I don't think anyone's gonna get past these.
Right. Once the job is done, I'll have you secured here, as she begins to nudge one of the individuals next towards her. It'll give you a way one trip towards where the Dead 3 lie, the base of operations. She puts her hand out. As a shake of good faith.
Bo would reach out and shake it like firmly as well.
Good job.
He would look for. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
He would look for Elliot and then notice him behind him. Oh, Elliot, it looks like we figured out some more things. So, good news for you. It looks like they won't be hunting you, right?
Yeah, I think it was Captain Dodge that said you'd chase him.
You know, Captain Zodge. Should have said so instead, but thanks for the coin anyways, as she looks at Celine.
Of course.
Sorry.
Hey,
Was lost. You guys just left so suddenly.
sorry, it's my natural inclination that typically a group like follows within. But I'll make sure I keep an eye on you. And he ruffles like your head again.
Thank you.
I think we got the information we need now, yeah? Ace, they seem to give it to you. Mavros, are you gambling anymore?
Seems
Has
like
that devil
a
got a hold of you?
solid starting point.
I'm done gambling. I already lost my 2 coins.
Good man.
She flips her 2
Trying
coins
something
back
once.
to you, towards your hand, Marvros. Seems like you'll be fighting. You're gonna need some coin to keep you well fitted.
Well, thank you. It's awfully kind of you.
What would
Before
be last?
Ace leaves, he'll kind of lean down to the woman and he'll go, "Your technique is quite good. Perhaps we'll have to go head to head sometime."
Maybe. You know what? I'll just play for fun, honestly. I could care less for the coin. But my crew here, she snaps her fingers as you see them, they're all allegiance towards her. We'll be here waiting. when it comes time, hopefully you guys are strong enough to take on whatever is coming my way.
Oh, I have backup, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
And enjoy yourself down below. I think the elf song music's gonna arrive soon. I can almost feel it tingling across the sensations of this building.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out.
To the ethereal elf lady.
As I
Really,
was-
while we're going down, Elliot will just look at Ace. It's just like, what did we agree on?
What do you mean?
She said that we were gonna deal with something.
Yes. Do your ears not work as well as your memory?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Well, yes, we are going to be dealing with the situation, it sounds like. There's some people that she wants to get off her back, and we get paid in the process. I'm sure it won't exactly be that simple, but that's the gist of it.
As you guys arrive down below, the tavern fills with the ghostly lamentation of an elf spirit known to haunt this place. However, on occasion, she sings the long-lost lover of El Terrell. So everybody gets surprised and notice her. She arrives through the wall. Everybody stops drinking and beginning to listen, taking a seat and a gander. I will sing a song, El Terrell. The waters and woods and hills. The sun dawns on her ruddy cliffs. The fields green still. This land long abided by joy. Home of strong and bright. Renowned by all across the realms as a point of light. Oh, sing a song of El Terrell. When foes are at her door, her fields are torn by cloven feet from some infernal shore. Take up your swift, keen swords, then charge into the hellish fray, and scatter the devil hordes. Oh, sing a song of El Terrell, and when the night does fall, sleep safe beneath companions' light. Until the dawn does, we are bound by mortal covenants, that only the end with death, and we will sing El Terrell until our final breath. And so you can roll a history check.
History's mystery.
I sure
Oh, I
will.
didn't mean to roll mine with advantage, but that's okay.
So I'll put the lyrics in here
Dang it.
if our bard ever wants to sing it in the far future.
Does our bard speak Elvish? She's an elf, right?
Yeah.
Mainly.
it's-
No, she's an S.
But yeah, so for those that hear it, they don't understand it. It's all Elvish.
Oh, okay.
As the history check is correlated to anybody can roll a history, even if you don't know Elvish. But the song refers DC 15. Anybody got a 15? Nice, ace stud. The song is referred to the song given to an artificial sun that burns over El Terrell, protecting the city and surrounding lands against the undead. As you can ask Alan if you want, as Alan is the proprietor, if you want to know a little bit more. If your characters did not roll the history check, he may view it in a different perspective if you desire to get some more information off of it or not.
I don't know if Ace is that interested in the history of Elturel. But he'll kind of say to everyone, she's singing something about the some kind of man-made sun that they made above their city. Elturel, that is. Then
Well,
the sun couldn't protect them from the hell that they got dragged into.
well, then the song makes a lot more sense. Hmm. Do you reckon that this ghostly elf came from Elturel then?
Probably a good guess.
So you hear
I
Alan say
wonder if
in the distance, as he says under his breath, Hellriders. So he goes back to pouring drinks as the song ends.
Was like enough for us to all be heard, or like perception check?
Perception checks. DC's a 15.
dang it.
Definitely not.
Please. No.
So
Go
Elliot
ahead.
and Celine gets that information.
Did anyone hear what Alan just said?
Well, then,
Nah, but I was just listening to her beautiful voice.
He just said something about the Hell Riders.
I'm gonna go up to Alan.
She looks towards you, cleaning a glass. Can I get you something to drink?
Well, maybe some information. Well, my compatriots here said that he might have heard you say something about some hell riders. I would just like to know your disposition towards them.
You can roll a persuasion check.
I sure will. Dang it.
As he doesn't say anything, goes back to cleaning. Keeps himself mute.
Will coin suffice then? As
Yeah.
she'll
What's the bribe?
she'll
Okay.
pass 5.
Alright. 5 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Takes it. Yes, the Hellriders, that song sticks in my memory. I recall Captain Zorge using that term to describe the Knights of Elturel. Most of the residents of Baldur's Gate use the words similarly as he's about to say that. You can roll a history check. This is a high DC. It's a 20.
Oof. Okay.
Anybody at the bar can make the check.
Dang it, so close.
Would definitely not be. Bo is just, I don't know, maybe he has a handful of pansies and he's smelling them.
Pocket full of posies.
Celine,
Yep.
I'll give you the information since you've been here the longest in this place.
Okay.
As you know about Elturel, you know the Hell Riders. They were named long ago. They were descendants. As they descended into the Nine Hells on horseback, fighting devils. As you know, most of them never returned. It's possible, likely Alan and other patrons know a bit of its history, as you as well. They were great warriors, knights, paladins, that fought for good and fought against evil. As the Hell Riders are known for a long time. They have thrived over centuries. as it's a name known to those that believe in good, peace, and hope. End our session here. Continue onwards next week.
Woo!
Do we need to?
Nope,
who's
I'm
doing
going to do
recap
the
for?
recap because I forgot. But we'll all roll D100 for next week. For the next recap. Not
Yeah.
now, next
Oh.
week. Don't roll it now.
Oh.
No, you're just wasting rolls.
Dang. 96 too. Dang.
Wasting the rolls. I'm doing the recap for next week. As we'll continue onwards. It's funny, we made fucking Kira the main character again.
Some.
It was so hard because like that introduction of the campaign is very important because it gets you where you need to go. But I was kind of glad it was
Right.
different because I was like, you know what? I'm glad that only one person gets the information. And gradually you guys will kind of get yourselves in the mix of things and realizing you're part of something bigger than you want to be, you know? And
Right.
especially for
Because-
one of the characters, he has a family. Does he really want to do this? You
Right.
know?
Like it feels very innocent
Does
at first. but then
Beauregard
shit's gonna
wants
hit
to
the fan.
taint his family's name, you know, in this kind of job
Mhm.
industry. You know, does Celeste want to take a chance and hopefully maybe save, but knowing that they have a responsibility at the hospital? Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the
We shall
campaign.
see.
I'll work really hard, so hopefully you enjoy
Yeah.
the future of its endeavors.